a very common love. Well, a couple, but one of them is hockey, and we met more or less in hockey, and we played together for many years. It was a lot of fun. One thing that really stands out in the dressing room was Merf was not afraid to preach the gospel wherever he is. And that really speaks to me because I can be a bit of a timid guy. That's just my personality. But Merf has taught me to speak up when I need to speak up, and that's something that really sticks out in my mind. But there's a lot of good qualities with Merf. I don't want to make this sound like a funeral here, but yeah, he was a nice guy. This afternoon, as I knew I was going to be saying something, I thought I better jot a few things down that really stick out in my mind. And one of them is he's a great spiritual leader. When Merf started coming to the church, or just before that, we invited him out to our small group just to hang out and be with a bunch of adults and to be able to just have a good time together, but also dig into the Word a bit. And he really taught me a lot just with the talks and conversations and how knowledgeable he was on the Word of God. And it made me really want to do that too. And another thing was not afraid of confrontation, which again for me is harder. I'm learning it, but Merf's not afraid to back down of stuff that's not right, and I like that with Merf. About Merf, he's straight and narrow, and I think that's very important, especially in being a youth leader. It's something that needs to be that way, and has a heart for mission. He's always talking about mission, being out there and doing something. And I think that's very important for each one of us to be doing something for God. And Merf has no trouble with that. And always encouraging. Whenever he comes over, he always says to me, Julie, guys, I really appreciate you guys. I really think you guys are great, and you're a real testimony for me. And that really speaks to me because it helps me to do that for other people because it really lifts me up. And Merf does that all the time, and I really like that. He's a life of the party. He's a fun guy, and it's nice to have him around because he keeps things, exciting. And I think that's really important being a youth pastor. You got to keep things exciting as you lose them. And he's a people person, always interested in people, always evangelizing because he loves people. I think that's the most important commandment: to love God, love people. And definitely Merf loves God and loves people. And I guess the biggest thing is, I've seen Merf over 17 years or so, and the grace of God has definitely been on his life, and as well as all of us. And he's sold out for God, and keep going, Merf, and we really appreciate you, and I personally really appreciate you. So.